Daft Cat Brewing for Beer. Brewing and event videos.
Something a bit different for you today. This is the new conical fermenter from Guten. And full disclosure, I've not asked for this product. They saw the original video I did of the Ace and they have sent this to me free of charge. I haven't paid anything for it. They kindly offered to put one on the shipment they were making to Angel Homebrew, and Paul shipped it out to me. So thanks very much Guten, Sophia at Guten and Paul at Angel Homebrew for this. I've not paid a penny, but you know me, I'll still tell you what I think of the product. Now I've not looked at it, I haven't even opened the box yet, so we're going to learn what it's like together. So, let's see what we got. Open it up, it's straight away, I can see it's well packed. There's a double layer of cardboard in there. Set of instructions. They look fairly clear. The ink's a bit the ink is a bit faded on it though, so you might have difficulty reading some of the words, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's get to the bit you'll want to see. What's the actual fermenter like? So, as you can see inside the box, all double layered, nice thick bottom on it to protect the fermenter in transit. We've got a box of bits. So even with that being boxed, it's all well wrapped up with bubble wrap. And well taped as well. So as most people will do, I haven't read the instructions. I'm opening it up and we'll make some guesses at what we've got and how it all goes together. So, bag of nuts and bolts and locking washers, 3 legs for a guess. Alright, let's have a look. Again, more bubble wrap, making sure it gets safe. You'll have to pardon the echoes. We're out in the carport today, so it's a little bit echoey. Right, straight away you can see we've got clamps to hold the lid in place properly. They feel good, feel well engineered. And we've got a lid. So straight up, let's just get rid of the bubble wrap. A good solid quality lid. Nice seal around the edge. And a hole for your airlock. Doesn't appear to be any handle, but you're not going to need it because you can grip the edge fine. Now, in the garage I've got a conical fermenter from Brew Builder. Now, they are one of the premier UK sites for quality, shiny, stainless brewing equipment. They are very much on a par with SS equipment, the Brew Builder is. And just looking at this lid, I'd say there's not much in it in build quality between this and the Brew Builder one. It's a good solid lid, a little bit of play in it, and the seal around the edge looks good. Another box of bits. Let's just open it and see what we got. This is probably going to be... Right. Okay, that's nice. So in here, we've got a thermometer. So... let's just show you. There you go, so you can see what we got is an analog thermometer which is welderless. So there's a silicone or vinyl, some sort of washer, thread, nut. The thermometer is measured in both in Celsius and Fahrenheit, so it's good for both sides of the Atlantic. It comes with a silicone bung and airlock. There's also a pickup tube in there which you can put on the back of the tap to change the angle it goes at. So let's have a look at the front. So this one has been branded Brew Devil. Thermometer will go in the hole there. We've got two taps at the bottom. Now, if you look inside, you can see the different heights available. So the bottom one will be dropping your yeast. The top one will be taking out your clean wort. And there's a good 15 centimetres between the two at an angle, probably 5 to 10 centimetres straight up. If you prefer inches, I don't know. There's plenty of clearance there anyway. You'll get a very good separation of trub down the bottom. You can always blow that off first before pulling your clean wort anyway. Let's have a look inside a minute and just have a look at the quality. Right at the very top, there's a couple of... down the side here, I don't know that it's going to show up on any of the cameras I'm using. Let's see. Down the side there appears to have been a weld, which has been, yeah, you can probably see it better at that angle. There's a weld down there, which has been ground out. Right at the very top, just up here, there is a tiny flaw in the weld with just a little pit. Other than that, it looks very good. So inside we do have markings. 30 litre mark right at the top there, or 8 gallons if you prefer US. So that would be US gallons, not imperial gallons. Let's see, what else can I tell just from looking at it? Handles are pretty solid. I don't know that they're rated to take the full weight when full. But they feel like they should, because you're only going to get 25 kilos in there max, because you're going to want to leave some head space. I can see a couple of little indentations at the bottom where the feet have been welded onto the bottom, but again, it's fine. It's not, there's no pitting there, it's just like a tiny little dent in the metal. Nothing that's going to cause bacteria or anything to build up and not be cleanable. and the bottom is very smooth. So yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Upside down, we'll have a quick look there. So you can see you have got a good cone for the yeast to drop into, and a good height differential there. So what have you got there? 13mm half-inch connection for the gas, and a small hose bulb. Yeah, you may have fun getting a very solid yeast cake out through that small tap and that small dump valve in the bottom. If that happens, try draining the water off first through the other tap. Right. So if you put the legs on, you're going to get what? That's with it in place. You're going to get another 5 inches. No, 4 inches, about 10-12 centimetres extra height by the time you put the legs on. They do have something on the bottom to stop you scratching your surfaces up, because the bottom there is quite sharp, just like the edges of the legs here as well. These are a bit sharp. There is some little sharp bits left from the machining, so it would be nice just to run a file up those, or run it down a grind wheel before shipping them out in future Guten, just because there is a risk someone can cut themselves on those edges, because I don't know if you can hear that. That's how sharp they are. That's the flash left over on the inside from the machining actually scraping off my skin. Weight on it. It's actually quite light, but it does feel like a very good... They haven't skimped on the stainless, it's still a good thickness. It's not quite as heavy as a Brew Builder or SS stainless one, which could actually be an advantage if you are trying to move it around when it's full, because it's going to save you a couple of kilos in total. Yeah, overall, first looks, I'm very impressed. These are coming in at a much more reasonable price point than a lot of the stainless on the market. If you're in the market for a stainless conical and budget is a concern, I think I can quite happily recommend that product. As long as you're careful around the sharp bits on the bottom, so you might want to run a file over them yourself. Just make sure you give it a good rinse out before using it. There are a few fingerprints on it. That's probably come from my handling of it since we've unboxed it. Overall, I am very impressed that we can get products of that sort of quality for the prices that they're charging. Is quite frankly amazing when you consider the effort it takes to build it. And I've seen Sophia put up a video of them actually doing some of the machining on it, where they were doing the machining up here. It's an intensive build process. They're good quality. They're shipped all the way from China and then shipped to your door. And I think at the time I'm doing this review, you will get change from 150 quid for everything you need there. With the Brew Builder one I've got, you needed to buy extra bits and bobs really to connect it all up, because you didn't have like hose bulbs or anything on it. This is ready to go straight out the tin or the box. So yeah, the only concern I have got will be over how airtight it is, which I'd only be able to tell if I was fermenting in it. That clip there, I can see it's not actually applying any pressure to the lid. That one's applying a little, that one's applying a little. This one, as you can see, it's not actually pushing down on the lid. You may still get a good airtight seal, you may not. So that's one thing to check. Realistically, all you'll need to do is just bend it down a little bit more and that'll be that problem solved. So that's a fix you can do at home. Yeah. They also do a version with a cooling or chiller coil which sticks down inside through the lid. If you've got a pump and a chilling unit, you can use that one instead. Me, it just lives in an upright fridge in the garage which controls the temperature of the entire thing. But if you've seen the grain feather do a cooling unit that pumps cooling fluid through systems, you could use that and just pump it through the cooling coil which hangs down from the top. The only thing there is I believe the cooling coil comes down to about there, so you won't be able to do small batches and use the cooling coil. But there we go, first look. Over the next month I'll get a batch on, I'll use it for real, and I'll give you an update what it's like then. But for now, yeah, thumbs up, it's a goodbye.
Daft Cat Brewing for Beer. Brewing and event videos.